Are you always able to communicate clearly? Hello, and welcome to today's insight. And today I'm going to be talking about the trauma of not being able to fully communicate your ideas properly. Now, I mentioned this mainly mainly because Jesus used to tell stories. Jesus used to tell parables that would get people into thinking, and we still see these parables to these days. Right? If you read the Bible, if you listen to The Chosen, if you do any of these things, you will notice that things are said in parables. Now, the distinction is that when you are able to fully and clearly articulate what you're saying, things are better received by the audience that you're talking to. And what I've noticed is sometimes when you are gleaning or very close to understanding, you're like, no, I get it, I'm grasping it, but I can't fully say it, that is clearly a sign that you haven't understood it fully. Now, I don't know why Jesus used to talk solely in parables, and the reason why Jesus' ideas were not completely formulated in a way that everybody could understand. But there is something to be said about the fact that Jesus could amass people and have them listen to him for a long period of time. So he was an orator, right? He was a public speaker. But for some reason, some of his things did not land, which is perfectly fine. Now, the important thing is not to judge yourself as opposed to how Jesus used to do it, or what Jesus can't do or couldn't do, whatever. The important thing is for you to do better. We are in a day and age where things are so easily so much everywhere, but there's so much stuff, there's so much information that we are bombarded by things. So if you can clearly and succinctly explain, even to a 3-year-old child, if you can explain something to a 3-year-old child so that child understands what you're trying to say, if you can do that, you can talk to anyone. And a lot of people don't take the time to fully understand what they're saying and talking about, and to formulate the idea clearly in their mind before they actually blurt it out. I myself am guilty of this most of the time. So I'll get the idea in my mind, and it's not very clearly formulated, but then I'll just throw it out and blurt it out, and then hope that someone will just catch what I'm trying to say. And because that didn't actually work most of the time, I know that I need to do work on myself. Now, my question to you is, how do you communicate your ideas to others? Ponder that.